Hello, welcome, Devil's Sniper here, episode 18 of my West Ham career mode on FIFA 13. Oh my god, it's Tottenham. Yes, it's Tottenham. Do you all remember the dramatic game we had at White Hart Lane? Oh, that seems so long ago. But we have Tottenham at Upton Park, and looking at the table, we're in 10th, so that's goal one reached. Now all we've got to do is stay there and hopefully try and move up. You know, we've got plenty of games in hand to do it. You know, there's plenty of time. We just got to hope results go our way and that we can actually get those results. So as you can see, yes, O'Brien is playing. Basically, Hewitt sort of failed a last minute fitness test. He's got a knock on his ankle, and Spence is out with the flu. So we're sort of we're backed into a corner. So I had a chat with O'Brien. He said, yeah, you know, he'll do a job for us. So hopefully he will. And Tottenham start off really briskly with Dempsey on the left hand side. He gives it to Cotter, who knocks it through to Dembele. Where is Joey O'Brien? No one knows. The cross comes in and Defoe headers home. After 3 minutes, we're trailing 1-0. A sense of deja vu is ever present. And we're down 1-0. It was a fantastic cross, a great header. But Joey O'Brien, you know, I know he hasn't played a few games ever since the request to leave the club, but that's just no excuse. That really is no excuse. Sterling picks the ball up. He knocks it into Gabs. He's made some great space, but he can't get the shot off because there's two Tottenham defenders there, and they seem to be able to block absolutely everything. But we pick the ball up with Sissoko. Sissoko knocks it out to Shaw. Fantastic left back, playing really, really well at the moment. He knocks it back inside to Sissoko. Sissoko spots the midfielder coming to him. He goes round him nicely. He moves forward. One thing in his mind. Yes, shoot! No, score! Ah, so close. So close. But Sterling has the ball on the left hand side. He feeds it into Gabs. Gabs is waiting for movement. So many Tottenham defenders around him. So many Tottenham defenders in front of him. He just can't find anything. He then spies a run by O'Brien. The ball's fed through. It's cut out. Tottenham now have us on the counter-attack with Dembele. Dembele knocks it out to Scott Parker, former West Ham player. Gives it to Dempsey. Dempsey knocks it down the line to Dembele. There's a shout for the ball to be out. The ball is not out. Dembele keeps the ball. He cuts inside, knocks it into Parker. Defenders are split. Defoe picks the ball up, turns, shoots, and we are 2-0 down after 33 minutes. Deja vu is not only present, but it's coming to haunt us. And with that, I take off Sterling, who is playing well, but I need to do something. We need to do something. We need to believe. And Gabs picks up the ball. Can he deliver the belief from 20 yards? Yes, he can! Gabriel! Gabs, you are a legend! What a finish! What a finish! And on a different note, look at that dancing. I've been sending the lads to Salsa classes as a bit of team bonding, and I've got to say, I think those Salsa lessons have paid off. That was some nice move by the boys, but look at this. Great turn. Great finish. Gabs has really turned into an absolute star player in my eyes. He really has, you know, found his feet in the Premier League. He's an absolute quality player. I'm so chuffed to have him at West Ham. And it's just a shame we're losing. But we go in at half-time, trailing 2-1. But we still have a foot in the game. Can we repeat the White Hart Lane comeback? We pick the ball up with O'Brien on the right-hand side. He feeds it into Gabs. Gabs cuts inside. He keeps the ball as Tottenham just keep pressing with so many defenders. He knocks it out to Redmond. Redmond feeds it back into Gabs. Gabs feeds it into Fisher. Fisher turns, he shoots, and the keeper just gets a hand to the ball and guides it round the post. Collins knocks the ball out to O'Brien. Bryan feeds it into the legend that is Diami, who feeds it into Gabs. Gabs cuts back inside. He knocks the ball to Fisher. Fisher gives it to Cole. Cole has one thing on his mind. He turns, he shoots, it's blocked. Tottenham can feel the pressure, but they counter against us with Dempsey. Dempsey marauds down the left-hand side. Where was O'Brien again? The ball is in. Fantastic headed clearance by young Luke Shaw. And for some reason, the referee has just awarded a penalty. I picked up my handbook from the PFA, and it does state that heading the ball is not a penalty. I just don't know what's going on with these referees these days. They are an absolute joke, but I can't say too much as I'm already facing a touchline ban, and I don't really want to incur any more fines. It's costing me an absolute fortune, and I don't want to be off the touchline for any great length of time. As you know, I had an incident with a Lucozade bottle striking Martin Yeo in the forehead, but I don't want to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is the team, and we're going to make some changes. The boys are starting to look tired. It's at that critical point of the season where we've played a fair amount of games, cup games, league games. Some of the lads have been away on international duty and they're looking slightly tired. Also, I feel the amount of energy they put into the salsa classes is paying dividend for some sexy moves on goal celebrations, but I think it's also tiring them, which is not good. So I'm going to have a quick look at the jobs. The main purpose for me looking at these jobs is I read an article in one of the tabloids saying my head had been turned by Lazio, and I basically just want to come out and rubbish that rumour. Yes, I do look at the database. As you can see, managers have this database. We log on to it with our username and password. We check out what's going on, but that doesn't mean I'm leaving West Ham. I'm sick and tired of having to tell the tabloids, that I'm here for the long term. I'm here for the long term. It's that simple. So anyway, more important things are afoot. We have a tie, a home game against Swansea City. And if you remember the last time we played Swansea, away to Swansea, it was a dramatic game that finished in a draw. Hopefully that won't be repeated, and hopefully we will get a much needed victory and 3 points. As you can see, we've dropped to 11th. QPR got a victory, we only got a point. There's a 2-point gap between us and QPR. 2 points is not a lot, you may say, but at this moment in time, with our current form, is a gigantic gap. We can't seem to find that level of consistency, and as you can see, Hewitt's back in the side. It was only a slight ankle knock last game. He's back in the side. Sterling's back in the side. I had a chat with the lad. He was very, very disappointed that I took him off early doors, but I had to make changes. That's my job as a manager, to make those changes, to make those calls. And as you can see, Swansea come at us at 100 miles an hour. Butland, the tank, Butland, Jake, the tank, Butland, fist the ball out, and Swansea have a pointless effort. Now, as you know, we like to play football the correct way. We like to be called the Barca of East London. And as you can see, the ball was with Sissoko. He majestically passes it out to Sterling, who knocks it into Carroll. And yes, Carroll only has one thing on his goddamn mind: to shoot, and for Gabs to score. Oh my god, Gabs is an inspiration. A little flick sent the ball into the top corner and allowed us to score. What a piece of inspirational football. Look at Carroll, fantastic strike, but look at that flick from Gabs. It sent it into the top corner. That boy is fast becoming the best player in the Premier League. Can he shift Diami off that mantelpiece? I'm not sure. Perhaps you guys can tell me, Diami or Gabs, who is the best? But Swansea come back, and De Guzman, that lad is fantastic. He caused us a lot of problems in the first 30 minutes, and he scored a great goal. We were punished yet again for our lax defending, which is really, really annoying. But we have the ball on the right hand side with Sterling. He knocks it into the fantastic Gabs. He puts a crossover. Andy Carroll goes for it, and he heads it off the defender for a corner. So Shaw has the corner from the right hand side, left hand side, right hand side. He puts the ball in, and Winston Reid with a power header that is just tipped over. And again Shaw with the corner. Carroll goes up, and it's cleared by Swansea. But the pressure is mounting on Swansea, and they catch us. They catch us on the break. Dyer has the ball. He puts it into De Guzman, who caused us so many problems it was ridiculous. And they have a great opportunity that is put wide. Butland didn't even react. He was beating all hands up. And we went in at half-time 1-1. And we felt we should have been winning. We really felt we should have been winning. And I felt it was time to make some changes. Some much needed changes. As I said, the lads, some of them are just looking that fraction tired. And they really did put in a good shift in that first half. So Sterling, Karen Fisher are coming off. Leggett, Noble and Nolan are coming on. Yes, Captain Marvel is on. So the ball comes over. Carroll goes up. That wasn't Carroll because I've just taken him off. So it's impossible for him to be Carroll. But the lad went up, and Kai has just conceded a penalty. And to be honest with you, I don't know what the penalty was for. I looked back on the monitor, and I have no idea. I wouldn't have given a penalty. And Gabs, that's his second goal. What a fantastic finish. What a penalty. And look at those moves. Seriously, the Salsa classes. Come on, guys, you've got to agree. The Salsa classes are paying off. They are some seriously sexy moves. But more importantly, we're 2-1 up. Look at this finish. Majestic strike. The keeper couldn't even react because the ball was travelling that fast. What a goal. What a player Gabs is. And again, I reiterate, who is the better player? Diami or Gabs? Bear in mind, Gabs only cost us 3.4 million. What an absolute diamond player. But Swansea never give in. They have that never die attitude under Laudrup. He won't allow them to give up. And they keep great ball retention in front of our back four. But we're defending stoutly until an error. An absolute diabolical error. Reyes fails to clear the ball. And Danny Graham with an unbelievable diving header at the feet of Winston Reid. Reyes failed to clear it. Dyer had a shot. Danny Graham comes in. And it's 2-2. Really disappointed. Really disappointed. We needed those 3 points. We needed to find some form of form. And we failed to do so. So again, I'm going to check out the lads. And think about some changes. Think about some options. Because we're not really playing that well. And we need to do something. We need to do something. And the one thing I decided to do was to take Reyes out. You know, he's a young lad. I don't want to knock his confidence. Bring Tompkins in. Take Reid out. Give him a bit of a rest. And bring in Collins. Nolan's going to make a return to the team. And so is Leggett. 2 very fantastic players. Come on, Captain Marvel. He's just an absolute legend. We've obviously got Gabs up front. He is in unbelievable, sparkling form. And we have a really tough game. We're at Stamford Bridge to take on the might of Chelsea. Chelsea are sitting top of the league. They have a huge points difference over second place, which is Manchester United. And this is a tall ask. But you may think we don't have the ability to beat Chelsea. Who beat Chelsea at Upton Park? It wasn't us, because we drew 1-1. But the game starts off in the only way I thought would possibly be Chelsea on the front foot, coming at us at 100 miles an hour, and Fernando Torres just puts the ball wide. But they didn't stop there. Their majestic football, they play such great football, such great passing and moving football, that they really did run us ragged in the first 20 minutes. And then yet another opportunity by Torres, but it's met by Jake, the Tank, Butland. And Hazard has an opportunity. And really, you paid 30-odd million for that? That's ridiculous. And the referee then decides that if you play right back for Chelsea, you should be booked, and I agree. So Chelsea have the ball on the left-hand side. They knock it over. A great clearance is picked up by Sissoko, but instead of hoofing it out, he knocks it out to Shaw. And we start to build up in the only way we know how. The Barca of East London. Leggett picks the ball up in the middle. He spies Sissoko. Sissoko moves forward with a purpose. He cuts back inside. He knocks it to Leggett. The West Ham fans are screaming, "I'm forever blowing bubbles." Barca of East London as Sissoko has the ball. He cuts back. He locks it to Leggett. Fantastic ball retention by the Hammers. Shaw to Leggett. Leggett to Sissoko. Sissoko turns. He spies Gabs. Gabs knocks it out. He shoots. He scores. We're 1-0 up against Chelsea. We're 1-0 up against Chelsea. We're 1-0 up against Chelsea. What a goal. What a goal. Oh my God. Gabs is an absolute legend. What a turn. Look at that majestic pass from Sissoko. One touch. Knocks it out of his feet. And that is a world-class finish. By any stretch of the imagination, that was world-class football. Chelsea bite back, but they put the ball wide. We pick the ball up with Sissoko. He's playing so well at the moment, it is just amazing. He is such a fantastic buy. The man is a tank. He knocks it into Nolan. Nolan knocks it to Leggett. Leggett turns, shoots, and it's just saved. Shaw with the corner. The ball comes over. A great header by Collins. He was out-muscled by Luis and it put it off target, which was really unfortunate. But we strolled in with our chests puffed out at half-time. 1-0 up against the league leaders, Chelsea. The second half kicks off. The confidence is back. We're strutting our football. Our chests are puffed out. We are the Barca of East London as we knock the ball around gracefully. Gabs to Nolan. Nolan to Shaw. Shaw to Nolan. Nolan to Leggett. Leggett has one thing on his mind. He shoots. And Petr Cech is in fantastic form as he parries the ball away. But Chelsea will never lie down. And the dirty right back who was booked for being a right back has the ball on the right hand side. He knocks it into Ramirez. Ramirez gives it back to him. And no! Are you kidding me? How is that a penalty? How is that a penalty? Tompkins didn't even touch him. It's ridiculous. I swear to God, if the referee association do not do something about these poxy referees, I don't know what we're going to do because their decisions are awful. Hazard has the penalty. He hits the bar. And the biggest sigh of relief passes over me. So I feel it's time to freshen the team up. A few of the lads have put in such great shifts that they need to be changed. You know, they're just running out of steam. So I take off Jarvis, I take off Leggett, and I have to take off Gabs. He's looking a little bit knackered, bless him. You know, he has been fantastic. But Chelsea pick up the ball with Torres. He knocks it into Cole, who knocks it into Malouda. Malouda strolls down left-hand side, knocks the ball in. Our defence stops. Tompkins didn't go with the run of Ramirez, and Ramirez scores in the 85th minute. My heart drops as we concede in the 85th minute. A fantastic ball by Malouda, but the defender just didn't go. Tompkins just did not go with him. Look, he stops. He just stopped. Butland couldn't do nothing. And we concede a goal. And the game finishes 1-1. And that feeling of disappointment is present. We can't find form. And we're going to look at the calendar to see what sort of difficult run we have remaining. So we have a home game on March the 30th against West Bromwich Albion. At least we're at home. That's the main thing. We then have to go to Liverpool to play Liverpool. We then have to travel down to the Saints and play Southampton away. And then we have a home tie against Manchester United. And then another home tie against Wigan. And then we're away to Man City. So April really is a horrible month. We're playing United, City and Liverpool. Not good. But we start May off with a game against Newcastle. Then we have to travel back to Liverpool, but this time to play Everton. And we finish off with the team who destroyed our run of games unbeaten, Reading. That will be a grudge match. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I will catch you in episode 19.